Oh, snap. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. My name's Patrick. If you like true crime, welcome to the Mystery Project YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button. Seriously, hit the thumbs up button because, yeah, YouTube is crazy as hell. So, y'all, and I'm going to smack the mic apparently too. Y'all, do it. We got all kinds of things to talk about. We're live on TikTok as well. We've been live on TikTok now for a minute. Holy mackerel. We got some Virginia McCullough. Did what to her parents? Yeah, crazy as hell. Gypsy Rose drama.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Yep, I'm going to talk about that. And Ruby Frankie's daughter talking about some things. Talking about some things. Her being a child YouTuber type stuff. We're going to check it all out tonight. I hope you guys are ready. Let's go. Thumbs up in the chat. And I'm going to hit play. I don't have to shrink myself down anymore, YouTube. You like that? Here we go.
So let me tell y'all about Virginia, okay? Back in 2019, 36-year-old Virginia McCullough was living in Great Baddow, Essex, which is in the UK.
Oh, it's over in the UK. By the way, y'all, this is Christina Randall over on YouTube. So make sure you go follow her, go subscribe, do all the things. She's pinned down in the description of this video. Awesome content. We like Christina Randall. Let's keep going. And y'all, it's the Mystery Project on YouTube, Jen. The haunted side is going to be the ghost hunting stuff on YouTube, but the Mystery Project is the true crime stuff on YouTube. The Mystery Project. Search that. You'll find it.
With her parents, John and Lois McCullough. Her father, 70-year-old John, was a retired business lecturer who had worked at Anglia Ruskin University. Her mother, 71-year-old Lois, was a loving wife and a homemaker. But John and Lois were both trying to enjoy their golden years. And at this time, they had had some pretty, concerning health issues going on. And as you can imagine, as they're up in their older years, it happens. John actually had high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes. He also had high cholesterol and glaucoma. Lois struggled with
that poor man.
Phobia, and if you know what that is, that's where like the fear of like going out into public. And she also had some pretty distinct and serious traits of OCD. Now, given their health problems, Virginia, their 36-year-old daughter at this point, had become their main caretaker. And this is what any good parent, in my opinion, can hope for, is one day if a parent, we get in our older years and we need help, hopefully we're close enough with our children that if they have the time and they're able to, they are the ones that come over and help. But Virginia was their main caretaker. However, in total, John and Lois actually had 5 daughters. Virginia was the youngest of them. Now,
Tracy, thank you for that.
Because she took on the role
Randa, thank you for that.
of being their full-time caregiver, Virginia was living with her parents for completely rent-free. However, she told them that she was studying to become an artist, but in reality, she was actually taking advantage of her parents. So,
studying to become an artist?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Don't you just become an artist? You don't have to study for that. I guess some people study like techniques and stuff like that, right? But I feel like she was full of
how dare you.
All right, let's keep going.
They think she's living there. She's helping them out. She's going to school. She's making something of herself, 36 years old, and they're happy to help. But Virginia had actually been running up her parents' credit cards. And when she was asked about it, Virginia told her parents that the money had been lost to scams like,
oh, okay, hold on. Now it makes sense. She was working on becoming an artist. It was just a scam artist. See, that's what we did. A con artist, Donnie. Exactly. Now we know. Now we got to the bottom of it.
I don't know what happened. It was scams and da. By 2019, Virginia had racked up almost 60,000 pounds, which is almost $70,000 if you're here in the U.S.
Oh, it's more than that.
Worth of debt, and had even forged letters to cover her tracks. Virginia hadn't had a real job since 2017. And according to Virginia's older sisters, Virginia was a compulsive liar. Nobody could trust anything she said. If it was coming out of Virginia's mouth, yeah, you know the rest. But it was not until 2023 that the truth about just how badly Virginia really treated her parents would actually come to light. In September of 2023, the Essex police received a call from John and Lois's primary care doctor saying that he was concerned for their welfare because he hadn't seen them or heard from them in quite a long time. I mean, what a great doctor. Virginia had always had an excuse, though. But this time, John hadn't picked up one of his regular prescriptions, so the police decided to treat this case as an actual missing persons report. The officers went out to the family home and spoke with Virginia. She told them that her parents were traveling and that they would not be back until October. Now, given their health problems, officers became very suspicious of Virginia's story. The local PD decided...
Right?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Oh, my parents that are that need this medication, like desperately need this medication. Oh yeah, they're traveling. They're not going to be back until probably October, I think. A long time. Man, you crazy as hell. They probably looked at you and went, "Man, you did this. We don't know what exactly you did yet, but you did something, didn't you? You did something." Rating, thank you. Y'all, we're close. 3 left. And let's keep going. I was going to say, am I like crazy? Like, I look like I'm too bright on YouTube. I don't know what the hell's happening. YouTube making me look like a damn angel.
That they were going to go and get a search warrant a couple days later. This is when Virginia...
I'm going to let it play, but I'm going to fix that because it's driving me nuts.
Decided
right back.
That she was going to give a shocking confession.
It's fine.
Back.
No one in here at the moment. Hold on. The plates. Got it. Stay where you are.
Jennifer, thank you.
Stay where you are. Show your chance.
What is that?
You there?
Jenny?
Yep.
Jenny? Oh. The time is 12:12. You're under arrest on suspicion of murder against Jonathan McCullough and Elias McCullough.
Yeah.
Okay? You don't have to say anything, but it may harm defence. If you're not
No, I just
mentioned,
take my coffee.
we're in question, so much like just want anything to do so with your business. Okay? Your arrest is necessary for approaching the victim.
Is there anything in the pocket we should know about?
Yes, there
Okay.
is. Can I take you to it?
No, you can tell me.
Can you go in there for a second, just so I can tell you something about what's in there?
Yeah.
Thank you. And then
Yeah. Tell us
the only reason I said I need to tell you something about what's upstairs on the top floor as well.
It's fine.
Yeah, okay.
I need to tell you about what's upstairs on the top floor. Oh God, it's not your parents, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, mind your face, obviously.
It probably is.
No, it's fine.
I know, but obviously we've got to be careful. My dad's body's in there.
Right, okay. Okay.
Yep, okay. Obviously I'll
What about
say,
your arm?
a little bit more complicated.
Okay.
That's why I said, can I go upstairs and show
Right,
you?
can you explain it to us, please? Because we're trying to preserve this. It's now going to be seen, so we need to preserve this the best we can. So I don't want you to have you walking up there, all right? Because that's for your well-being as well as ours.
Oh, no, up.
Okay. So
Thank you.
where will we find your mum?
Well, possible.
Where will we find your mum?
Okay, so upstairs there are about 5 wardrobes.
Yep.
It's behind the bed, but back next to the sink. It's the second one. I've slipped 5 of those into his drink. There were about 2 or 3 drinks that I brought downstairs. And yeah, they were basically, he didn't drink all of them. He only drank probably about half of 2. But yeah, when I went in the morning, this was before my mother. When I went in the morning, early hours, I got up about half an hour early, about 6 o'clock in the morning. Came in and he was gone. He was gone.
Okay.
It's I did know that this would kind of come eventually. it's proper that I serve my punishment. So, yeah.
Okay, so Virginia, I'm just going to ask you this. This is what I've written down based on the information you just told us, because what we regard as a significant comment, because you've made it under caution after your arrest.
By the way, you're part of they're my granddad's.
Okay, right. So I've written this, please. I, Virginia McCullough, have informed police constables 77329 Brown and 79387 Bowers after entering my house on Friday the 15th September 2023 that I murdered my father, John McCullough, who was stated was under a bed in the rear ground floor of the house, and my mother upstairs in a cupboard next to the sink.
Wardrobe. It's a double wardrobe.
Right, okay, I've written
Double
cupboard.
wardrobe. It's like 4 wardrobes, but it's the one nearest the sink. Double wardrobe.
Pick up then.
Yeah.
What's significant that's all written down here now?
Man, this is crazy. She is like far too calm. You know what I mean? Like she's just kind of like she's ordering dinner. Oh, right, Lisa. It's going to be up in the upstairs in the wardrobe. You're going to open the wardrobe. You're going to find my mother. Oh, she's been there for years. Don't worry. Man, you sound crazy as hell, lady. My father, I buried my father in the upstairs up across from the... What?
Oh, I've just read out to you. Are you happy to sign that, to say that's a true account?
Yeah. Cheer off, at least you caught the bad guy. I know, I don't seem...
I've done my job. No,
I know I don't seem
not a lot.
100% evil, but we all... Yeah,
I'm not going to comment on anything. It's not my job to comment on it, okay? Because I've got to be impartial with everything, okay? So I'm not going to give any comment.
No, well, I mean, I deserve to obviously get whatever's coming sentence-wise, because that's the right thing to do. And that might give me...
Well, the problem is it's the UK. What are you going to get, like 3 hours of community service? Insane.
a bit of peace.
Trina's Delinda, thank you.
Also in the handbag as well, there's and again, because you're probably going to need to know about it, there's a card in there, card one money, and that's a bank card
in the handbag
where there's a lot of transactions that have taken place over the last few years. From money that pertains to my parents.
On June 17th of
You're gonna burn in hell for
2019,
that.
Virginia prepared a cocktail of prescription medication, which she then gave her parents. When Virginia was making these cocktails for her loving parents, who had her at 36 years old, not working, getting them into debt, blaming it on scams, and they're taking care of her, and she's taking care of them, when she decided to make these cocktails for her parents, her
Man, she said blaming it on scams. You crazy as hell. Spending 60,000 pounds is like $75,000. You go spend $75,000 of your parents' money and be like, it's scams. I tell you what, I didn't know. This damn Nortan antivirus is getting crazy expensive. Man, this is crazy. You gonna burn in hell for this one, lady.
father was a drinker. He would drink, okay? She ended up putting enough crushed up prescription pills into his drink to end his life.
Dear
However,
God.
she made a drink for her mother, and her mother did not drink alcohol, and so very often. And so she did not drink enough for this to be fatal. After finding her father deceased in bed the next morning, she basically OD'd him with this alcoholic beverage.
You gonna burn in hell for that, lady.
And stabbed her own mother, Lois, until she passed away.
You what?
Wow.
While she was lying in bed listening to the radio. I mean,
Are you serious?
Virginia had even gone to her own doctor to get treatment for a cut on her hand that she got from what she ended up doing to her mother. So she cut herself in the process and then went to the doctor about it afterwards. After being treated for this cut on her hand, Virginia then drove into town to buy gloves and sleeping bags using her father's credit card once again. Then she ended up going back to the home where she started to work on her plan to hide her parents' bodies. Now, for her father, Virginia created like this makeshift tomb that consisted of breeze blockers and sleeping bags in her father's downstairs office. Then she covered it with like a bunch of blankets and paintings, like you can see in this photo right here. Virginia then took her mother's body and wrapped it in this sleeping bag and hid it in an upstairs closet. From there, Virginia would go on to create all these like elaborate stories to explain why her parents had just disappeared and weren't around anymore. She continued to use their credit cards though, and she even applied for new ones in her parents' names. Like, can you believe the actual audacity? When you say, how do you sleep at night?
That is crazy as hell. She's already taken them out, and then she's going to start taking out credit cards on top of all of that? Man, you are crazy.
You know, I know some people out there, I'm not going to name no names, but you say something offhanded, or maybe you spoke too much and you're thinking about it for 3 days. Like, dadgum, why'd I say that? Why'd I say that? And this daughter got her parents in the house with her, lying constantly, still spending money in their names and applying for new credit cards in their names. Virginia would send birthday cards and gifts and text messages posing as her parents to keep people from like finding out what she had done. Virginia,
how long did this last?
Virginia continued to live in her parents' house too, with her parents that were still there for 4 years. She
4 years?
You what?
You have got to be kidding me. That is sick.
Had her parents in that house with her while she continued to go on like nothing ever happened. Their bodies were so decomposed that they had to be identified by their teeth. All the while, she's sitting up there collecting their pensions and gambling all the money away. It would later be said that Virginia collected nearly 150,000 pounds, posing as her parents. She spent 21,000 pounds on gambling between 2019 and 2023 alone. And it also did not help that the pandemic kept most people away, and it seemed like it was a good reason for her parents to stay away from going out and seeing other people, especially given with their health problems. You know, they would not want to be in contact with others and risk, COVID at that time. However, when the officers showed up to do this welfare check and then serve this warrant,
that's crazy. Turns out your own daughter was worse than that.
This actually wasn't the first time that officers had been called to the house since Virginia's parents went missing. Weeks prior to the discovery of their bodies, Virginia herself called the police and had them come out to her house, to discuss some sort of like assault charge against her. Nothing ever ended up coming from this complaint, but some have wondered if this was Virginia just testing the waters to see if she would be caught. Or maybe she just liked the thrill. Now, after her confession, Virginia was then arrested and taken in for questioning. During her questioning, Virginia said that she had beat her mother to death. She described it as like someone badly playing the xylophone. She also told investigators the location of a knife.
Badly playing the what? You are crazy as hell.
That she had used, as well as a hammer that Virginia claimed would still have red bodily fluids on it.
So, the murder weapon is upstairs in the wife's room, kitchen knife, It's in the middle of the brown carpet.
The fact that this lady is so chill and just calm and just like, oh, the murder weapon, it's upstairs. Oh, what you're going to do is look for the silver wardrobe and you're going to find the murder weapon. Man, you are crazy.
Against the wall, opposite shelves. So there are two long white shelves. So opposite where that wall is, that's where the knife is. So the next bit is very hard to talk about. That's probably the most grisly detail. So on the ground floor, underneath the stairs, there's a few like storage boxes and things.
Like that. There, under the stairs, there's a few light storage boxes. A few light storage boxes? What the hell are you saying? You are crazy.
In the middle, I think it's in one of the boxes or in a bag or something. If you want me to shush after this, it's fine. But every bit helps. You will find forensic bits helpful. There's a hammer.
Oh God, not a hammer.
I know, but I'm trying to help so you find everything. It's in the middle, underneath the stairs. It will still have blood on it. It's rusted, but it will still have blood traces on it.
Virginia was charged with 2 counts of murder.
Yeah.
And Virginia did end
Shocking.
up going on to plead guilty to both of these charges.
Shocking.
She was sentenced in October of this year, 2024, to life in prison. Now, the judge ordered that she must serve 36 years in prison before she would be considered for parole, which...
Damn, that's good as hell for the UK. I thought she was about to get 6 months.
I can tell you right now, had this happened in Florida, in the United States, there would be no parole. It would be...
There'd be no breathing.
See ya.
Steph, what you doing? Hey, thanks for the corks.
See ya for the rest of forever for what you did to your parents.
Yeah, burn in hell. You gonna spend the rest of your life in prison, and then you got hell to look forward to.
And then again, what you did afterwards. But interestingly, the judge said because Virginia immediately confessed.
Oh, Lord. Oh, gee, that was crazy as hell. Thank you for that. Hey, she creeps me out. Yeah, me too.
This is why he decided to not actually give her life in prison.
Good afternoon.
What? So she confessed all calm and cool, collected, acting crazy as hell. So you don't give her life because of that? Because of how callous she is? Man, UK, y'all are crazy as hell over here. What the hell is happening? Oh, it's all right, mate. She came forth and she went out and said what she did, so no need for life in prison. She only took the lives of both of her parents and lived with their skeletons for 4 years. Oh my God. Just the fact that she lived with them for 4 years. You're gone. Bye. You need to be in a padded room with a damn straitjacket on. You lived with your parents' corpses for 4 years. You are gone. You're done. You're done. Goodbye. I don't care if you came out and said it after 4. Yeah. Did she come out and say it, you idiot? No. It took her 4 years and she got caught. Then she said it. It took her 4 years if you think about it, you idiot. Jesus Christ.
Virginia McCullough murdered her parents in cold blood. Her actions were considered meticulous and carried out in such a way as to conceal what she had done for as long as possible. These were the actions of someone who had taken time to plan and carry out the murder of her parents in the interests of self-preservation and personal gain before living within meters of the bodies of her 2 victims.
What the hell is a meter?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
I'm just kidding. Yo, hold up, though. The light on YouTube is still killing me. I look crazy as hell. Hang on a second. I'm going to hit play. and I'm gonna fix it again.
victims.
Y'all, I redid all the YouTube setup. So y'all, let me know if you like it. Put a thumbs up in the chat. And TikTok, hit the follow button if you're new here. Tap the screen like crazy. But come and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Channer? What the man? This is a gin and tonic too, by the way, y'all. Like a double. So come subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just search The Mystery Project, y'all. The Mystery Project. Yo, mama, I know I'm just being facetious, but thank you. Hang on a second. I gotta fix this though. I'm gonna hit play.
Number of years. Throughout the course of our investigation, we have built a picture of the vast levels of deceit, betrayal and fraud that she was engaged in. It was on a shocking and monumental scale.
No.
McCullough
Really?
lied about almost every aspect of her life, maintaining a charade to deceive everyone
Charade.
close to her and clearly taking advantage of her parents' goodwill. She is an intelligent manipulator who chose to kill her parents callously without a thought for them or those who continue to suffer as a result of their loss. The details of this case shock and horrify even the most experienced of murder detectives, let alone members of the public.
Right?
It therefore follows that the wider family of John and Lois understandably could never have guessed or anticipated that McCullough would be capable of undertaking these murders before committing herself to this level of deceit. They have been left utterly devastated by the circumstances of this case, and they continue to feel the loss
Gracie,
of John
thank
and
you.
Lois each and every day.
Mm.
This process, from the finding of John and Lois's remains to the unravelling of McCullough's web of lies, has taken a huge toll on the wider family network. With this sentence, and with all that we have uncovered throughout our investigation, we hope they can now start to find a way forward with their lives. The family have continued to struggle with the intense media interest in this case, and I would repeat in the strongest possible terms
Jennifer
their
Smith,
wish for
thank
their
you.
privacy
Gracie.
to be respected as they continue to grieve their loss. Thank you.
Virginia will be eligible for parole in October of 2059, and when
You crazy as hell, lady.
asked why she did what she did, Virginia claimed that her parents were abusive
Oh yeah, I'm sure they were.
towards her. However, Virginia's siblings
However, it wasn't true at all.
said that that was lies and it was disgusting, and she was totally misrepresenting the way that her parents were. It did come out during some
Of course she was.
of Virginia's court hearings that she had been diagnosed with paranoia and autism. It did come out, though, that Virginia's lawyer did not want to use
All of us have paranoia, and a lot of us have autism. So no excuse. You crazy as hell, go to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
those diagnoses as excuses for what she did. And a joint statement was issued by the family. It said, "Our family has been left devastated and heartbroken at the deaths of our parents who were taken from us so cruelly. As we try to move forward with our lives, we will remember the happy times that we enjoyed with them. Our mom and dad are forever in our hearts and are loved and missed beyond any measure." What do I think? I think that I've said this in plenty of other videos. I cannot think of a more horrible way to
Just say she's crazy as hell, Christina Randall. Say, yo, this lady is off her rocker.
go out than to be looking up at your child, the person that you love more than yourself, more than anything. You know, as mothers, I cannot speak for fathers because I don't know what it's like to be a father, but I know what it's like to be a mother. When you're pregnant and you have your baby and all the stuff you go through, the good times, the bad times, the worries, the feeding them a bottle, teaching them to walk, listening to them make their first sounds and their first smile and their first words, and they grow up in their little backpacks at school and then graduating and
She said their little backpacks at school.
like this whole process to look up like her mother with the radio playing and see her daughter standing over her.
Damn, her sweet mom was just chilling, trying to listen to the radio, and she could come up with, man, you crazy as hell.
Cannot think of a worse way to go out. And they were trying to help her. And they obviously, I don't know what happened when she was younger. I know what the other family said, and they always said that she was a pathological liar. She lied about everything, basically. But they were obviously trying to help her. She had already rung up almost $70,000 in credit card debt while living with them to take care of them.
It was spam, though,
Terrible.
y'all. Them damn Norton antiviruses.
36 years, though. Hopefully there's some sort of rehabilitation in the prison systems there. Y'all can let me know if you're from the UK down below what you think about that and how that is. Because if you have a person that is like this and you just put them in with a bunch of other criminals and there's no rehabilitation and you let them back out, especially into a world 36 years later that they don't know, what are the odds? I don't know. And
Probably
I do
not very
have
good.
a question about the other
I feel like the odds are somebody else is going to end up in a damn wardrobe.
4 siblings. I know that she was sending out text messages, but they never FaceTimed or in 4 years never got on the phone with their parents. Like, I mean, come on. I know some people don't like to call. Some of y'all watching this right now, you don't like to get on the phone with your moms, your dads, or your grandparents, but call them twice a year, something. Hear their voices.